Teachta Mary Lou McDonald, Tom Tuair Agatsa.
And can I say firstly on a personal level that of course it is an achievement for each of you. If I might cite in particular Teachta Joe McHugh for his achievement today. So when I break the dramatic news that we will not be supporting this motion, I do not wish you to take it personally, because it is not personally intended. Since the last general election at Ceann Comhairle, we have been subjected to the political contortion that is confidence and supply between Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil. And now, on its conclusion after the recent budget, we are presented with a period of showboating on the part of An Taoiseach and the Fianna Fáil leader, Micheál Martin, to see who can hoodwink the other into renewing the deal first, or reviewing the deal, or whatever you wish to call it. The confidence and supply deal in 2016 was heralded as the beginning of new politics, but of course it was anything but that. It has proven to be a scam, a political con job designed to allow Fianna Fáil to pretend to be in opposition despite propping up the government, and which has allowed Fine Gael to operate without real accountability or sanction. So it's been bad for politics, it's been bad for citizens, it's been bad for governance, and it has given us an administration that is inherently unstable. It's marked by uncertainty and it's marked by incoherence. And the very real issues and crises that face citizens and communities continue to grow worse day by day, Taoiseach. We are at a defining point in our history as we face into the challenges of Brexit, as we discussed earlier. We have a housing and homeless crisis that's out of control. And by any measure, Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil's approach to tackling the housing crisis has failed abysmally. Rent and house prices are out of control. Tens of thousands languish on council housing waiting lists. Not a single affordable home to rent or to buy over the last 3 years. An entire generation of young people in particular locked out of any real prospect of home ownership ever. 10,000 homeless, 4,000 of those children sleeping in emergency accommodation. This is the stuff of scandal. They've similarly failed to address the deepening crisis in our health service. So we have a hospital waiting list now standing at over 700,000 people. It's resulted in 100,000 people waiting on trolleys in emergency departments in last year alone. And this morning, there were 542 people on trolleys in hospitals. This is hardly a record of success. So, many other challenges will be faced. The challenge of affordable childcare, the challenge of decent work and decent wages, and what we need are workable solutions, and what we need is clarity, and we certainly need stability. The Taoiseach tells us that the latest drama around confidence and supply ought to be concluded by Halloween. Micheál Martin says that it'll drag on till Christmas. This is an extraordinary scenario from people who tell us that stability is the goal. So you've two choices here. You've two choices here. Either Fianna Fáil can do the honest thing and cross the floor and form a government, form a coalition, agree a programme for government and deliver it, or go to the people and go without delay, because what causes instability is uncertainty and delay. And we are into just the latest episode of that. Fianna Fáil, you see, wish to be all things to all men, all things to all people, perhaps at all times, but now you've been found out. And if you really want a stable government, particularly facing into Brexit, particularly facing into that huge historic generational challenge, well then yes, we do need a stable government. So we have two options: cross the floor, gentlemen, and go into government, get out of your own high chair and sit up at the big boys and some girls' table, or else go to the people, let's have an election, a fresh mandate, and let a new progressive government emerge from that.
An teachta Brendan Howlin le do Hull.